Ephesians 6:12. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. I just did a word on protecting your crops, and God wanted me to give more additional information because whoever this might be for, this might resonate specifically with you. You might have been thinking certain things, and might have been thinking maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm tripping. You know, God has been laying things on your heart, and it's like maybe it's just me because sometimes we don't think or know that these things are real, especially as we continue to get closer to God, and He really opens our eyes and unveils what is truly happening and unveils beyond the physical, right? And so I wanted to share during this week, I've had God's given me back to back themes to focus on, and it's been about locusts. And locusts, they clear out crops, they dry everything up. And the word I placed before was protect your crops ahead of time because whatever you've planted is going to be fruitful. The additional information you wanted me to give you guys was the dream that I had last night. In this dream, I was in a home, and it was a dark home, a wood built home, and it was dark. It was like it was just one level, so didn't have rooms. It was just like one entire wood home. But in this home, there were shelvings, and I remember walking to the shelves and seeing these jars. There were jars that had some branches in it, but then they had locusts as well. And in my dream, I didn't know it was locusts at the time. I associated them as crickets because they look like just really big crickets. But I remember just the focus being on these crickets in these jars. And as I was looking in these jars, a man entered the home, and his vibe was he gave off, it was like possessing a lot of power. It wasn't good power. Like my grandfather used to always say, like, I don't have to know what it was, but I know what it wasn't. Immediately I woke up from that dream and I said, God, that's the theme. That's why you wanted me to focus on locusts, because there is somebody who is using spiritual principalities to try and dry up your crops. I say this and I want you to know, and I want to be very clear that I am telling you this to be aware and not to be afraid, because God did not give us a spirit of fear. And always know and understand that no weapon formed against us shall prosper, especially when God is chosen, when God is always covering you. So specifically, He wants you to go over Psalms 91. Pray that before you sleep. Pray that when you wake up. Prepare for your crops. And like I said in the other video, if He needs you to go into a fast, do exactly that. We are coming up on a full moon, and for most of us who know, full moons are when people like to manifest things. So whoever is envious of you may have paid someone specifically. The enemy sends his devices. And so again, God wants me to give you just this to be aware.